Good afternoon. Well, the Aussie share market rose for the seventh straight day, finishing with a gain of just 5 points, ending high by the skin of our teeth. That leaves us just 1.15% away from the all-time high. Not much of a photo finish as we saw on Wall Street, but if you look at the XJO or the ASX top 200 chart, it's our best close for the month, closing at 6,745 points. The leaderboard today was the tech sector, with tech stocks like fintech market darling Bravura rising up 4.75% or 4.7% on snapping up yet another company, this time with Bravura buying an Aussie company that supports the UK market. Comp was the company that they announced a purchase of for $25 million. The deal will bolster Bravura's software, while its purchase also adds new wealth management clients to the business, plus also cross-selling opportunities for Bravura's clients. Another fintech play that also did well today was Iress. They're a software provider. They gained over 4% on Iress inking a deal with Emergency Services and State Super, or ESS Super. ESS Super manages over $31 billion of funds for members, and the agreement will really make changes for members easier online. While the biggest losers, looking at those, utilities and energy, were down the most today. APA shares hit an all-time high today of $11.85 and then fell 1% on the back of profit taking. But today's biggest speed demon was satellite communications specialist Speedcast, with their shares climbing about 11% to $1.09 as Norges Bank declared that it became a major shareholder of the firm, and it looks like it snapped its downward trend. UBS, Credit Suisse and Macquarie are optimistic that their shares will rise over $1.20, with Macquarie the most bullish on Speedcast, giving SDA a price target of $1.35. Sims Metals Management also got a tick of approval today from Citi, with the stock being bumped up to a buy from a hold or neutral stance. Sims Metals took a 3-year whack yesterday after it flagged that it'll be reporting a half-year loss of $20 to $30 million on the scrap price crash being worse than expected yesterday. Sims Metals Management closed at $9.20, closer to Morningstar's target price of $9.80, and it ended just shy of that today, implying that if you are looking at buying the shares, they still have got more to rise if you're going by Morningstar's research. Lithium stocks also continue to bode well today on the back of Chile's riots continuing for their third week, despite the Chilean president Sebastian Piñera replacing his cabinet on Monday following days of violent protests that have really paralysed the country, bringing it to a standstill with military returning to the streets. Meantime, Bega Cheese shares hit $3.95. That's a 2-month low after announcing earnings will fall in FY20 as the company's facing fierce competition for milk supply, plus is bracing for a drought impact. Bell Potter says it is optimistic that things will improve. Bega Cheese is particularly a key player or company that is set to benefit from rainfalls coming back to normal in the eastern parts of Australia, and particular in the Murray-Darling Basin. What to watch tonight? Well, the US futures are suggesting a flat start when Wall Street reopens on its Tuesday session. 162 of the top 500 companies are also set to release their quarterly financials this week, plus investors are also looking ahead to the Fed's meeting, with rates expected to be cut by 0.25% on Wednesday. And last night, of course, we saw the S&P 500 close at a fresh all-time high, really on the back of US-China trade talk sentiment remaining high. So we'll be watching this closely to see if we remain above this new key level. And of course, a bevy of companies are set to report this evening as well. AT&T shares will also be another one to watch. They should be on for another lift after they gained 4.3% last night on Monday after announcing plans to grow earnings per share growth by 33% in 2020. So much to go through. Thank you so much for bearing with me. Have a great evening. I'll see you tomorrow morning.